This is not clickbait. It is 1700 right now. 1700. He's at 8379 gold. I'm gonna fast forward exactly 1 minute. 9947. Guys, quick math, that is plus 1500 gold. 1500 gold, a little bit more than that. In 1 minute, with no kills and no assists in that minute, and also in a losing game state. Like, enemy team has Aegis, and his team got giga stomped in the early game. Let's go to 10 minutes. I'll show you how bad it is. Enemy team is up 4k gold at 10 minutes, which is a lot. He's only 3.3k net worth, and all 3 enemy cores are on top. Like, it's bad, guys. This game is bad, and he has 4 deaths, and I'm pretty sure he's about to get his 5th. If we play it, yes, here we go, and he dies again. And we're 1-5, and he ends up carrying this game. I was in disbelief watching this game. Like, every minute from 15 to 20 minutes, he farmed an average of probably 1100 gold. What Mr. Hector, Mr. K1 Don Hector did this game is, in my eyes, like a miracle. Like, I did not know this was possible, and I think a lot of people just don't even realize this game exists, or like the numbers that this man was putting up this game, because it was like inhuman. It was inhuman. So we're gonna look at how this man farms, because to go from 3.3 at 10 minutes to, let's see his 20-minute net worth here, to 11.5 at 20 in a losing game is extremely impressive. And that's an understatement. Also, you probably know by now, I'm partnering with GameLeap. Yes, that big noob speed. And they're supporting my Dota content and allowing me to make more Dota content than ever and better Dota content. And listen to this, guys, if you want my Dota content to continue, it is very important. So I'm on a short-term trial with GameLeap right now. And if a lot of you guys sign up for Raid with my beginner link, which is in the description, it means they'll sign me for the long term. So you clicking the link and signing up and doing the tutorial, it's a win-win, which first of all, whole process from the second you click the link is totally free for you and takes only 5 to 10 minutes from the second you click the link. I've heard that from a lot of people in my chat and my comment section who've done it. It's a win for you because if GameLeap signs me for the long term, it means that you, yes, you, will continue to get the Dota content that you know and love from me for the next like year, right? If the contract is a year. If they don't sign me for the long term, which they won't, if not enough of you guys sign up for Raid, then I can't really justify like doing this anymore with my life. And I'll have to go, you know, quite literally put the fries in the bag because I have to pay the bills. And then the Dota content would go in the toilet. And I love Dota, right? I really hope I can keep doing this. And I think my content is good. And I think it's good for the Dota community. And if it's not your cup of tea, no harm, no foul. Just uninstall it, right? You supported me, you did the tutorial, thank you. Which, by the way, if you do like it and if you do want to play, the link gives you a bunch of free stuff, like $200 worth of legendary champions and goodies in the game. And you can join my clan. I'm playing it every day and my clan is getting pretty powerful. Okay, back to the giga minute. 17 to 18, 1500 gold and 1600 gold in 1 minute. So when we're talking about farming patterns, the beginning of every minute is of the utmost importance because it's when the creep camps spawn, right? So you can think of every minute, I think of every minute as like a new day, basically, right? So every minute you get a fresh start in your farming patterns. You have, or maybe a better way to put it is you get the creative freedom to do what you want with your farming patterns because there's every neutral camp available, right? Like, let's say it's 50 seconds into the minute and the triangle is gone, right? Then you're not going to farm toward the triangle. You don't have that option because it's not there. But at the start of the minutes, guys, everything is there. So the Dota map is your canvas and you are the artist farming whatever creeps you want. So what he does at the beginning of this minute, I love this. And it's funny that he actually does this, guys, because this is the Hector patented TP. Usually people will say almost never TP to farm. I disagree with that because of just how efficient it can be. I would only TP to hit creeps if you know you don't want to fight, like pretty much for sure. Like there's a specific item timing you really want to hit, or you're just really weak, like really, really weak. And what makes this a really efficient TP, guys? Well, there are a few things. One, he doesn't have anything to farm here, right? He could walk to this ancient camp, but that would take, you know, 5 seconds or something. And that's 5 seconds when he's not hitting creeps. And the second thing is there's actually another wave coming here, right? So he's going to catch a double wave here, which is extremely efficient, right? So he gets a giga wave and then he's going to, and it's very simple after this, right? It's actually very simple. He just TPs mid and then he goes to farm the triangle, which is stacked for him. And it doesn't look like much, guys, when you watch it like this, but having minimal downtime in between hitting creeps, like really adds up. Like this TP netted him so much gold. And now he's going to the bot wave. So good farming patterns just like flow, if that makes sense, right? So if we look at what he did, He TP'd mid and then he went to his triangle and now he's flowing to the bottom lane. Like, it's very seamless. It's all very close, right? And it came from this TP, right? If he didn't do this TP, it would be a lot less smooth because he would have to like farm these camps again, go to the triangle and then backtrack and go back to his lane. That's the other thing about what he's doing is there's no backtracking, right? It's all moving forward. Anytime you backtrack, like for example, if he went mid, bottom, and back to the triangle, it's wasted time, right? And then he gets another bottom wave. So that's it, guys. That's it for the Giga minute. Literally all he did was TP mid for an extra 2 waves and just swing through like this. That's all he did, farming all the camps on the way, right? It's very simple. And part of it too is that the ancients were stacked, but that makes just like, you know, a 200 gold difference. So even without that, he's still farming, you know, 1200 gold this minute. Another really, really efficient TP you can do if you're a triangle farmer, he doesn't do this, but this is just in general. You can TP to the triangle at like 48 on the minute mark and then stack these 2 camps right as you TP in and then farm them. That's also extremely efficient. That kind of reminds me of this, but this is better because he gets lane creeps. The other beautiful thing about this minute that I didn't talk about, TPing mid and shoving this is effectively making space for him in the future to shove this bottom wave because it's going to apply some pressure mid and then Undying shows mid. Undying would not be showing mid if he didn't push that wave, right? The crazy thing to me, guys, is how simple this farming pattern is, but how many of us farm 1600 gold in 1 minute, right? Not you, not me. Good farming patterns are simple, right? It's like they flow, they're smooth. And this is one you can honestly probably steal from him. This is one you can steal from him if the enemy team is playing top. You're on Dire, TP mid, shove mid, farm triangle, shove this lane all the way through. Part of the reason he's able to recover this much, I went back now, is because he has this hoodwink following him around and like stacking for him. Like, see, he's farming this wave and he's getting the royal treatment from, there's this El Micho on the hoodwink, just like double stacking for him. Like that helps. And I think this is really cool for support players. Like this is high impact right now. His hoodwink is following him around, like scouting for him, putting wards for him, and just stacking for him. That's really high impact if you're a support player in a losing game like this. Or going top and clearing this wave is also really high impact, but the enemy team's looking pretty strong. So another thing to note on the Giga minute is that he prioritizes the lane creeps. Now I think this is a noob mistake, but I think a lot of you guys would do it, is after these ancients, you'd go to the back camps, right? But he recognizes that he knows the enemy team is top, so he knows he has a small window to push the wave. Like for example, if he goes and farms these back camps and then he farms the wave, it's the difference between dying or not. So he really prioritizes the wave. And the extra wave that he went to shove is pretty surprising to me. He's really like pushing his limits. I thought that wave was really dangerous because look, enemy team even gated, right? But oh, I guess it's because he has this ward. That's probably why he did it. And so the Giga minute is him like capitalizing on the enemy team not being in his area and he's pushing forward, right? And then what does he do after he pushes forward and applies pressure? He farms backward. Now he doesn't see the enemy team. He could be getting ganked. So it's very, very efficient to be running away from a gank while farming. So that's like what he's doing right now. He's farming now. Report Underlord for taking his ancients, this feeder. Level 10 Underlord. This guy's never going to have any impact in the game. I'm just kidding. But he would have definitely loved these ancients, but instead he farms back to the back camps. And now he has information, right? Now he has information. So that's like the ebb and flow of really, really good carries in hard games. Like when you can, you will farm forward and then you farm backwards while you get information. And now he has information. He sees Disruptor and Dragonite bottom and he sees Undying mid. And honestly, I thought after he saw that information that he was going to go top. That's probably what I would have done, but he doesn't TP top. He just farms his way top. I think it's also worth noting that he like farms these ancients right now when he sees the whole enemy team here. Like he's really just pushing the limit of what he can do. And then also he makes a really cool play of delaying their push, which I found awesome. He ults this tower when he knows the whole enemy team is here from far away. Something that Hector does that I personally don't do is he's very resistant to leaving this area, right? Like he's been farming this area for about 5 minutes. And even when there are 4 enemy heroes here, 5 enemy heroes here, he still stays and like shoves out the wave till the very last second. Like I would definitely be top like 30 seconds ago. He stays and he really like rings out every single ounce of efficiency from the place of the map that he wants to be. So I've said this analogy before of like the plant, where you just, the way to be efficient on carry is you just plant yourself in one area he plants himself in this area and you farm everything in that area, right? And you just like repeat that until the enemy kicks you out. And this is the exact area of the map that you want to be in on Gyro, right? You have access to 2 waves, you have access to 2 ancient camps, and it's kind of hard for the enemy to gank you in this spot. So that's all he's been doing for the last 5 minutes, is just farming this area, being aware of where the enemy is. And now finally, when he has to leave, he leaves. And when you're planting, guys, you should buy a ward for yourself. You should buy a ward for yourself. So he has a really nice ward here. Obviously, he didn't like place this, but you can just buy this for yourself in a pub, right? Like I'm saying, he planted in this area and this ward enables him to plant, right? So buy a ward. Honestly, if it was a pub, I'd probably put it like here, or maybe like here even, because I don't think it's going to get dewarded at this stage in the game. But this is a good one too, right? Maybe here. Put a ward where you're planting to give yourself information to protect yourself. Another cool thing he did that you can replicate, 14 minutes, wisdom rune. Stack a camp, get the wisdom rune. Very, very efficient. Little trick you can use every game. Remember to go download, rate, and support me, and let me know if you do. It's just good vibes if you comment or, you know, chat in my live stream that you did it, because I'm really happy that you're supporting me. I'm sure you're happy to support me as well. So it really just like creates more positivity in the world.